Once in a small village lived a boy named Ayan. He was cheerful, kind, and always surrounded by people. Wherever he went, laughter followed. Everyone claimed to be his friend, until one day life tested him. Ayan's father lost his job, and his family fell into financial struggles. Slowly, one by one, the friends who once ate at his home and laughed with him disappeared. Some stopped talking, others avoided him completely. Ayan felt abandoned, broken, and alone. But there was one person, his quiet classmate Hamza, who stayed. He never had much to offer, yet his loyalty was priceless. He walked home with Ayan every day, shared his lunch when Ayan had none, and reminded him, "Your value isn't in money, but in the goodness of your heart." Years passed. Ayan worked hard, and eventually his life turned around. He built a successful career and regained respect of society. People once again came smiling toward him, pretending they never left. But Ayan never forgot those lonely days. At his wedding, he stood up, looked at the crowd, and said, "The best gift in life isn't wealth or fame or a big house. The best gift is a friend who stays when everyone else leaves." For me, that gift has always been Hamza. The hall fell silent, then filled with heartfelt applause. Hamza's eyes welled with tears, and in that moment, everyone understood true friendship isn't tested in times of joy, but in times of struggle. Moral: a loyal friend is life's greatest treasure. The sun was setting behind the mountains, painting the sky in shades of orange and gold. In a quiet village lived an old woman named Amina. She was poor by the world's standards. Her house was small, her clothes were simple, and her meals were plain. Yet there was something unusual about her. She always smiled. Her neighbors often wondered, what does she have to be happy about? She has no riches, no youth, no beauty, and yet she walks around with peace glowing on her face. One evening, a mysterious traveler came into the village. He was known to offer people what their hearts desired most: wealth, beauty, fame. Whatever they wished, he could grant it. Curious, the villagers gathered around as he entered Amina's small cottage. The traveler placed 3 golden keys on the table and said, "Behind these 3 doors lies what every human longs for. Choose one. Your life will change forever." The first key opened to a room filled with treasure: gold coins, silver ornaments, and jewels that shone like stars. "Take this," the traveler said, "and you will never know poverty again." The second key opened to a glowing fountain. Whoever drank from it would regain their youth, beauty, and strength. "Choose this," the traveler whispered, "and you will never grow old." The third key opened to a dark, silent chamber. Nothing was inside except a small lamp and an endless stillness. "This is peace," the traveler said softly. "If you take this door, you will live with contentment, but without riches or beauty." The villagers held their breath. Most of them whispered eagerly, "She should take the gold." Others said, "No youth is better than anything. Who doesn't want to be young forever?" But Amina smiled gently and pointed to the third door. "I choose peace." The traveler raised his eyebrows. "Are you sure you can be rich beyond imagination or beautiful forever?" "Why choose silence over gold or youth?" Amina's eyes sparkled with tears as she replied, "Gold fills the hands, but never the heart. Beauty pleases the eyes, but fades with time. Peace makes the soul smile even when the body is tired. Peace makes bread taste like a feast and a small house feel like a palace. Peace is the greatest treasure, for without it, wealth feels empty and beauty feels lonely." The traveler bowed his head in respect, and the villagers were left speechless. That day they realized why Amina's smile never faded. She had chosen long ago to live with gratitude, patience, and peace. From then on, whenever someone in the village complained about life, they remembered Amina's words. From then on, whenever someone in the village complained about life, they remembered Amina's words. Gold may glitter, but only peace makes the heart shine. Moral of the story: true happiness does not come from wealth, youth, or beauty. It comes from a peaceful heart, one that is grateful in hardship, content in simplicity, and always smiling in the remembrance of God. Amir and Hamza were childhood friends. They grew up in the same neighborhood, shared their lunches, played cricket under the scorching sun, and stood by each other through thick and thin. Their bond was so strong that everyone admired their friendship. But one evening, during a casual conversation, a small misunderstanding sparked into an argument. Harsh words were exchanged. What started as a silly joke quickly turned into an ego battle. Amir stormed away, his pride wounded. Hamza, equally hurt, said to himself, "Why should I apologize? He started it." Days passed. Neither called nor visited the other. What once was daily laughter became silence. Both felt the emptiness deeply, but their egos kept them apart. One night, Amir sat on his rooftop under the stars. He whispered, "Ya Allah, why does my heart feel so heavy? Why does this silence hurt more than the fight itself?" In that moment he realized it wasn't anger that was eating him. It was the loss of a brotherly bond. The next morning, Amir decided to visit Hamza. His heart raced as he knocked on the door. When Hamza opened it, his eyes were tired, almost as if he hadn't slept properly for days. Amir's voice trembled as he said one simple word, "Sorry." Hamza froze. A tear slipped down his cheek, and without another word, he embraced Amir tightly. That hug carried forgiveness, love, and a silent prayer that nothing would break them again. They both laughed at how stubborn they had been, realizing that one small word had saved years of friendship. Lesson pride destroys, but humility heals. A single sorry costs nothing, but has the power to save relationships, heal broken hearts, and invite Allah's mercy. Never let ego be heavier than love, because true bonds are rare and priceless.